Good morning. It's a beautifully sunny day here at the moment. Today we've got our LEA visit. Now these are not compulsory at the moment, but we've opted to have them ever since we started home educating, just because I've always tried to keep Izzy as much in line with the school curriculum and level as possible, just in case for any reason she needed to slide seamlessly back into it. So she's coming at 11. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're doing a science experiment later that involves scales that go down to quite a low scale, if you know what I mean, because we've got to weigh some bits of potato before and after being immersed in solutions. And I can't find ours anywhere. I went on a mega rummage-a-thon last night, and all the suitcases that are still packed full of books and ornaments and front roomy items that are under the stairs, because if you don't know, I moved here about 8 weeks ago, and then I've just been really busy ever since, haven't unpacked everything yet. Couldn't find them, made a big massive mess, and to be honest, those scales were quite old tech. They're getting on for, they're about 9 years old, I think, so I can easily pay a few quid and get some much better ones that I can then also use in the kitchen as well, because these weren't hygienic ones really. So I'll go and do that now. This is just getting her breakfast. Right, here's the kitchen section. Nope, they haven't got them. Let's go to another shop. This is what I need. Third shop lucky, but no price on it. Let's go and find out. I love having local shops. Ever since I've moved, life has just been a dream. So much on my doorstep. Could never have done that in the old place and get back in time for breakfast before starting school. By the way, it was £7.99. I will put an affiliate link in the description for you in case you want to check it out. Here we are. Welcome to your new home. Let's hope it's nice and sensitive. It's 10:25 now, and we finished maths. Only took us 40 minutes today. We've been doing calculating distance today, and I'm very pleased to say it was all plain sailing today. No problem, straight through, 40 minutes. Job's a good one. And I've prepped tomorrow's one. I've printed out the worksheets for tomorrow. We've got the local education authority lady coming in about 35 minutes. House isn't too bad. Well, it's a bit of a mess, but it'll do. I've hoovered. I haven't hoovered it. I'm going to hoover this now. Izzy's done upstairs for me, and I washed up last night at about 20 past 11 at night before I went to bed. So that'll do. It hasn't got the most powerful suck, but it's very handy. Goodness me, the amount of hair under here, that's minging. It's mine and Izzy's combined, I suppose. Blech. I didn't look at the bottom of this for a while. No wonder I'm going a bit thin on top. It's all in the hoover. I've got time to open this. Yay! I'm hoping it comes with batteries, otherwise I'll be doing another trip out after lunch. Oh, look at that. Oh, ho, ho. Oh yes, there's a pulley thing to pull out. Oh, hang on, I'll just do that, look. Got it. Yeah. I don't know if you're au fait with these modern ones, so what you can do, so you stick your plate on and then you zero it so it goes back down to zero, and then you can put your food on the plate to weigh it, so you can use any receptacle you like. Very convenient. I wonder what that does. Oh, pounds and ounces. Milliliters. What? Oh my goodness, you can put milk on and it knows the weight of milk. Right, how do we turn it off? Perhaps it just does it automatically. I could even look at the instructions. Slight problem with the instructions. They are exclusively in German by the look of it. Oh well, I think it's simple enough. This is an upgrade from our previous scale. There we are, that's what I've been using to date. Which I love. I love these scales, I really do. But I must admit these new ones are going to save a bit of time in life, and they will be more appropriate for the science experiments. Nearly quarter of an hour till LEA o'clock. I think I might do a bit of prepping for the biology, which we've got, which we'll do after she's gone. While I'm just doing that, Izzy's going to quickly knock up some apples with chocolate and sprinkles on. We've seen them in the shops now that it's coming towards Halloween, and we really fancied them. But actually they're quite expensive, so we thought we'd have a go at making our own. I've given her a variety of things to shove up the apples, you know, so we don't have lolly sticks. I had some old disposable chopsticks left over from restaurant visits that I had in the drawer, so we'll give those a go, plus some proper chopsticks. I reckon that should work. It might slip off the chopstick, we'll see. Not quite sure how best to do it. I think she wants to dip the apples in a bowl of sprinkles rather than tip them over. I tried tipping them over once before and they just went everywhere. I mean literally everywhere. Like last time, like I was tipping it on the apples, and when I was lifting the bowls away there was a perfect circle of all sprinkles around the edge, you know, it was disastrous. So I'll encourage her to tip them in a bowl, I think. Hello, good morning. What are you up to? You've been eating my soya yogurts, have you? She finished all her dairy ones and ate all my soya ones. I didn't get any.
That's because you don't eat those.
Actually I had one, it's not, I lied. I did have, I didn't really lie, I just forgot. I remember now. Did you rinse those? They need rinsing. Get them back out and give them a rinse.
Okay.
That's melting lovely now, isn't it? It's not the best arrangement because the bowl keeps slipping around.
It looks so yummy. I just want to stick my tongue in it, but I don't, because then my tongue would probably like hurt a lot because it would be hot.
It's not that hot, but I really wouldn't recommend putting your tongue in it.
I know. Plus that'd be unhygienic.
Yeah. I think you want to pour the chocolate over the apples, but then dip the apples into the sprinkles. I think. Look at that. Only the finest, most delicious Tesco's cooking chocolate. That's making my mouth water now.
Well, you need to go and get ready for things.
Yeah. LEA lady has been and gone. It is now that time, and it was fine. It always is. Told her everything we were doing, all the courses that we're doing. Just all the normal stuff I tell you, to be honest. Izzy has made these apples. They look good. Could have done with a bit more chocolate, I think. Looks like we've run out. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Oh, I just want to stick that in my mouth, but I'm trying to be good. I've promised her pizza for lunch today. She's been pestering for ages. This oven, can't quite get used to it. It does that for ages. And then after ages it just suddenly goes whoomph and lights properly. I'm actually feeling quite hungry now I've seen those apples. But it's not quite time for lunch. I might need to have a little snack. Maybe I'll have a banana. Oh, there goes the oven at last. Yeah, so Izzy has suggested we do a little bit of biology and then stop for lunch and then finish off biology. So I think that's probably quite a good idea. It does that. Here we are. We've got 2 bits of potato. They are 6 grams each. We've weighed them. We've done our best to make them kind of the same shape. Mind you, I'm not sure if they do have a slightly different surface to volume ratio.
Yeah, well, they weigh the same.
Oh, it might have to be a little bit approximate. Anyway, we've got 2 beakers of water with the same amount of water in. Fortunately, these have markings on them, so it's 25 centilitres in each. Now we have to add salt to one of them. Which one are you going to have for your salty beaker?
I feel like this one would look like it would have salt.
So add some salt, give it a stir, and you have to keep adding salt until it won't dissolve in it anymore, and then it's saturated. Well, you don't need to measure it, you can just chuck it in.
Yeah, well, I'm professional.
They're in, and she set an alarm for exactly an hour, so they're going to be in there for an hour. Have you remembered which beaker's which, Isabel?
Salt, not salt.
So the red one is the salt one, right? If we forget that, we can look at the thing. We should probably make a note of that. Which one is the salty one? Well, it's the one next to the salt. In the meantime, I'm going to put pizza in the oven. Do you mind?
I just chose a song for the alarm.
We've got a video to watch. Let's go watch it. I am so in trouble. Look what I did. Oops, daisy.
Oh well, I'm sure it'll still taste yummy.
I am going to do some frozen veg with it. It can be like the second course. I just tend to do them in a mug. It only takes 5 minutes in the microwave. The alarm's gone off and the moment of truth is here.
Ta-da! I have a weapon. I am Crab Lady.
Come on then, Crab Lady.
This is the one that wasn't in the salt solution.
Okay. 8.
It's gained 2.
It has gained 2. Amazing.
And this is the one. Can you clean that up? Got a hair on it.
Oh, let's hope it didn't weigh anything. Oh, she's dropped it on the floor now.
My clothes. Hasn't gotten rid of anything. It's the same.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I didn't put enough salt in it.
Possibly. Or maybe the sizes were too small and the scale's not accurate enough, because I couldn't find a really accurate one. But anyway, it has shown a difference, hasn't it?
Very yummy.
Was it worth the effort?
It's very crummy.
We've got Invisible Boyfriend coming later, so he can give his verdict later as well. Probably he won't do it on camera though.
No, because he's invisible.
He's invisible, but he is real.
No, he's invisible. Yeah, but he's alive and he's real, but he's invisible. You can only see his clothes. They're like tottering around.
She's making that up.
No, I'm not.
This is Izzy's painting, by the way, that she did over the summer holidays. Her first ever oil painting. She's been watching Bob Ross, haven't you? It is now 2:10. Sorry, I'm looking up at the light because it lights my face better. I know it's a bit weird. Isabel's done her little equation, filled her little form out after her biology experiment. We've sat and read the next couple of pages in the history workbook, which is about the Munich Putsch, when Hitler wanted to take over Germany. First he wanted to take over Munich and then the whole of the country. So we've just started to read up on that, and she's got some written work to do on that. And while she's doing that, I'm going to go down into Flute Cave through there. And I'm going to go and practice some more of the set that I've got to play at a gig on Saturday. That bit at the end, it's a bit tricky. This is what happens when you don't practice for 2 weeks. You can't do your tricky bits. Oh dear. I've got a couple of days. Once I've done loads of finger exercises, I'll just be able to do that bit. So I don't even need to practice that bit. I just need to do loads of finger exercises and, you know, technique and stuff, and it'll be fine. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, I did it then. What's going on there? I can feel a buzz. Sometimes this cork comes a bit loose, and I know because the tone changes of the instrument, and then after a little while, as it gets a little more loose, I can hear a little tiny buzz. I'm not quite up to that point yet. You've got to be careful twisting your cork, because it can change the internal dimensions of the instrument, and it can alter the pitch, like the ratios of the pitch between the notes. It can become discernible. Do you know where this is from? Have you guessed where this solo is from yet? I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to see if you can work it out. Don't mind me, I'm just going to carry on working. It's about 4:30 now. I have done a lot of practice because Isabel, for her history, after I'd read her the stuff, she had to go off and do stuff independently, which she has done. And for her English, it was all about independent work as well, because we've come to the end of chapter 2 in our Catherine Mooney English language course. So now she has to work independently on an assignment for submission to the tutor, who will respond by email with feedback about it. The last thing we're going to do for our homeschool is just about half an hour of me reading Pride and Prejudice to her. We're gradually working our way through it. We're not even quite halfway through the book yet. Oh, it's taken us so long. It really is. It's because we keep stopping to chat about it all the time. Izzy's got her class at the sports centre later on this evening, and my boyfriend is coming over as well. And I think we're going to take a walk down and go and spectate Izzy's class and see what she's getting up to in it. Thank you so much for watching today. Do give the video a like if you liked it, because it helps the channel to grow. Check out some other videos of ours or even playlists. And subscribe if you'd like to follow more of our adventures, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!